You want to get faster in sim racing, independent, or which simulation you are driving. So stay tuned, stay in the video, and follow my explanations to the program I want to present you today. There is a guy called Oliver Juwig who has developed the project simulator controller over a pretty long time, which actually offers you 4 different voices that are supporting you in a natural way, how it is actually also in the re-racing car, with a spotter, a race strategist, race engineer, and also a driving coach. All of this is based on AI, which is helping you together with telemetry data to give you guidance about how to optimize cornering, how to optimize breakpoints when problems are occurring regarding trail braking, and gives you direct feedback in practice and qualifying sessions what to improve to get faster. Secondly, for races, you also will be very happy about getting an engineer or strategist that actually can tell you, hey, this and this behavior is, we don't see any big problems in racing performance due to the small damage you have, etc., as well as for sure having a spotter that helps you in getting control while driving. All of this is, and way more, is in that program Simulator Controller, where I would like to give you hands-on experience now in practicing, but also in the race. And in the next video, I will jump into a little bit of the setup topics for like the minimum viable process that is sufficient for, I guess, a lot of casual racers like me. Stay tuned, watch a video, you get some insights while I'm driving, and hopefully by next week we also get a little bit of setup and setting up everything so that it runs perfectly. How do I typically start preparing myself for the Multiclass Masters? Here we have a race on Thursday, and we are racing the Porsche Hypercar. And what I typically do is I start with getting some lap guides on YouTube, as you know, usual, to prepare yourself to have something. Some YouTubers like Unleashed Drivers or Alex Clay, these are very popular guides, which actually gives an impression how fast you really can drive the car, what is the track layout, where do you have to brake, what do you have to consider, etc. And then as soon as I actually have memorized the track, I go into practicing, for instance here for Sebring, and I'm booting up then the program simulator controller, and I start the practice session. And what I did here is I have predefined 3 different types of sessions. So I have my practice, but I also have my race and my short race setup. Practice is a active driving coach, because you actually want to have the coaching while you're on the track.
Brake later into turn 4 and increase throttle smoothness to maximize acceleration out of the corner.
And then the race is actually a possibility to have engineer, spotter, and the strategist active, and the driving coach silent. And the short race, you maybe don't like to have the race strategist as active. You just concentrate on engineer and spotter. You actually hear when I'm racing mostly engineer and spotter, because that's what I'm focusing on.
Attention in first sector, yellow flag.
Now we're going over to practicing, and I'm booting up Aiden. Aiden is our coach, and Aiden will guide us through the practice session here now on Zebra. Just so that you know that, make sure that you have in every session an auto clear, auto export, auto save. This actually allows you to save every session that you did in the past on your computer, and make sure that you have booted up telemetry, which is the telemetry viewer, which you can actually see in real time. What I do is, and you see this on my screen, I move this down there to, at the end of the day, have the telemetry information visible while I'm driving to get additional information. Similar thing you can also do with the general session information. You see the standings, you see actually your performance, you see lap times, etc. It's very helpful to keep that open if you have a fourth screen like I have. We're now jumping into the session and see how Aiden is coaching us. Now we are starting from the pits. You will actually listen to what Aiden is saying. I'm driving 1 or 2 laps, and then I will give him a few instructions about how he should coach me. You can follow me and then see how the response will be. Again, for me, the primary focus here is to concentrate on a few corners where I feel that I'm driving not fast enough. That's mostly how I want to be coached. You can also have a normal on-track instruction, which is giving you a certain permanent instruction about how you're cornering. Both examples I will show you in this video. So watch it and see how we can improve over the course of the training session.
Aiden here. I will start my computer now, and you can go ahead and run some laps. I'll reach out to you once I'm ready. Brake later into turn 4 and increase throttle smoothness to maximize acceleration out of the corner. Aim for a higher RPM at the apex to improve overall speed. Brake later and increase maximum brake pressure closer to 100%. Start accelerating earlier and reduce TC activations to improve exit speed.
Can you very particularly analyze my last corner?
Alright, I'm on it right away. Your last lap shows several areas where you could improve your handling and overall lap time. In turn 2, you experienced heavy oversteer at entry, apex, and exit. Corrections were relatively high, indicating that you may be losing control of the car. Your lateral G-force of 0.82 suggests you're not maximizing the car's grip for this turn. Consider adjusting your entry speed and braking to find a smoother line and reduce oversteer. Moving to turn 3, the handling seems better, but you still might be able to optimize your braking point. The braking point is set relatively far from the apex, which may allow for a later braking point to carry more speed through the corner. The exit phase shows low throttle smoothness, indicating you could be more gradual with your throttle application to improve acceleration out of the turn. For turn 4, the handling appears to be compromised by the oversteer at entry and apex.
These are now some impressions about the practicing. You actually have heard that the driving coach was capable of guiding me through some corners and also helped me in adapting my braking and acceleration style, and also focusing on lateral forces and how much I actually make use of them to be as fast as possible through cornering. Next, we actually jump into a race that I had on Sebring to see how the guidance is within the
With
races.
28 degrees air temperature and 43 degrees track temperature. You are starting from P14 overall. Attention in first sector, yellow flag. Dynamics were damaged during your last accident. Process as fast as possible. Car on the right behind you. Attention right. Attention. Slow car in 200 meters. But a repair is not worthwhile at the moment. 295 kilometers per hour. Great. Keep going. 296 kilometers per hour. Your best top speed so far. Slow car ahead in 250 meters.
No!
Attention right. Right.
Fine! Oh no!
He has more pit stops than you. Right is clear.
I hope you've received a good impression. I just want to spread out the word. I just want to show that piece of software that is actually helping me a lot in my daily races now. It is running now all the time. I only use that one spoiler now, simply because I have a good package, and I think it's very natural to interact with the voice while driving instead of focusing on analyzing telemetry data in depth. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would like to say thank you for the software itself, Motion Simulator Controller. Follow the channel and follow the Discord. This is absolutely great work and really helps us as casual gamers.